We've come to the הפלישתים in Kibbutz Revadim, where they've reconstructed, based on the findings at Tel Ekron, what it was like in the Plishti society of that day. We're here in enemy territory. We're climbing to the top of Tel Ekron, the site of the ruins of the city of Ekron, one of the 5 cities of the Applishtim. Throughout Sefer Shmuel, the Applishtim pose a major threat to Bnei Yisrael. It's not that Bnei Yisrael didn't know how to fight. After all, they had defeated many of the Canaanite nations, but they never succeeded in defeating the Applishtim. On the contrary, the Applishtim defeated Bnei Yisrael at Even Ezer, they captured the Aron, and apparently they destroyed Shiloh. What was the secret of the strength of the Applishtim? The first clue that we find here is above the surface, and that's the size of the tell. If you look around, you'll see that this is a very large tell. It starts over on this side of the plowed field. It extends over there to the plowed fields and to the trees in the distance. And as we go around to the area that we can see off in the distance. It's a total of 50 acres, and that's enormous for an ancient city. So we know that the Plishtim had a lot of people, they had a lot of soldiers. But that's not enough to explain why they were able to threaten Bnei Yisrael for so long. After all, Bnei Yisrael, when they were united, had quite a few soldiers as well. I think that in order to find the answer to those questions, we have to go below the surface and to look at some of the finds that were found here during the excavation. Can you imagine what it would be like today if one army had tanks and the opposing army didn't? It would be no contest. Well, that's basically what we see here in these finds from Tel Ekron. This is the tip of a plow which is made out of iron. This period of Sefer Shmuel called the beginning of the Iron Age. And essentially the Plishtim were the ones who brought iron to the Middle East. And so the Plishtim had iron weapons and a very strong chariot, which Bnei Yisrael did not have the technology to produce. Even though the Plishtim were living in the lower areas, Bnei Yisrael were not able to conquer them. But it also explains another thing. Why were the Plishtim not able to defeat Bnei Yisrael decisively? Because chariots don't function in hilly country, both because of the trees and because of the rocky terrain. So we have this ongoing standoff between the Plishtim and Bnei Yisrael throughout much of Sefer Shmuel.